Someone
Don't
here!
be daft.
Silly.
Nobody wants trouble. Come on, you bloody fools. Come here. Just you. Help.
Quite the turn for Bill, wasn't it? Trading places with an old spirit, a monastic phantom. I suppose we shouldn't call him Bill anymore. He's part of the greater whole. Oh, the things we do for life.
I'm hurt bad.
Spill your blood. Oh, God, that's bad.
We're up the creek here. Oh, this ain't over till one of us is dead.
You will be more use dead.
No mercy, heathen!
I'm bleeding! You bitch! Beneath the royal standard.
That we should survive the predations of a heretic king, only to fall to the agents of a true believer. But, Brother Osborne, here are you, Lanfred and Aldred, but where is Abbot John?
I cannot say, Father Ignatius. We have not seen him for some hours past.
One cannot easily lose a man on such a small isle. unless that man desires to be unfound. So, he distrusted us to the end. So be it. Quickly, pass into the crypt. When the commissioners arrive, they must find nothing but empty cells and cloisters. We shall weave them a mystery for the ages, for 100 years at least.
Good to see you again. It's lucky you're stopping by. I wanted to ask you something. What do you know of the interchange? Secret facility back on the mainland. You have? That's remarkable. You really are the person I've been waiting for. It seems my luck is finally changing. Let me explain. I used to have a contact who worked in the interchange. He came to me shortly after I arrived. Wanted to blow the whistle on what they were researching in there. So, we made an agreement. He was to collect evidence of Bard's secret research, and I was to get it onto the front page. But, well, then everything happened. They sealed the interchange before he got any of the documents out to me. But if you can get in, his findings might still be in there, stashed away. I need to know what he found. I need to know what happened to him. He must have been, mustn't he? I thought I saw him once after the disaster. But I was mistaken. None of the scientists made it out, did they? My faith in the powers that be isn't what it was. The truth needs to be told about this place. It's the only way to hold them accountable for their actions. Listen, I know this much. My contact hid his findings in the pneumatic tube network. Some sort of fancy storage system that all the Bard facilities used. He gave me a copy of his keycard in case anything happened to him. Here. Use it at the right spots in the tube network and it should recover anything he hid there. If I ever needed to use it, he told me to start in Wyndham Village. There's an entrance to the interchange there. My contact would have stashed his findings in the interchange tube network. Have a look for them if you can. Don't be a stranger.
What's that?
Let me go!
Someone there? Then just out of it.
You're dead, you stupid bastard!
You're not getting out.
I'm
Fighting!
I'm gonna do you in!
isn't over. I'll go
I'm gonna rock you up!
Watch your... Come on, that...
sniffing around the village perimeter again.
Do as you're told, right? Think I... Trespasser!
facilities, for example, they'd still be alive. And where's the fun in that? They were so taken with the physics and chemistry of it all, yet it was the biology that they should have kept an eye on.
then.
We cannot feel out your intent.
Keep your eyes peeled. Your intentions are...
We don't know.
Summer's whipped that druid lot up into a proper state. Even rudgier than usual. You got into the crate, didn't you? You're a step ahead of me. Now look, we're after a sort of relic, I suppose you'd call it. Somewhat called the Fallen Angel. It should have been down there. I really hoped you'd think to grab us a bit. Otherwise, we got no. That's grand. Good job. Then there's only one last thing to be attended to. Oberon's got to go. The scientists in my crowd don't know what Oberon is. It was top secret, but it has to be destroyed. These waters aren't safe because of Oberon. That blue muck will sink us if we try and leave the mere to the sea. But believe you me, once Oberon is dealt with, the zone's gonna get very busy at short notice and not in a good way. Make sure you've tied up your loose ends first. If my ex-boffins are to be believed, you'll need to power up that interchange to get there. Come back smartly once it's done, and we'll head out to sea. Watch your back out there.
1957, Dr. P's miraculous device actually turned up the goods. We found 2nd of August 1957. 27th of August 1957. Woke up feeling, well, not exactly feeling ill, just not myself. We went to the local last evening, the Jolly Angler, and the landlord offered us something he called a bit special. Mead, it turned out to be, but a vintage mead. I didn't think there was such a thing. Strong, too. We all seemed to feel rather giddy afterwards, although not in a way I would associate with alcohol. The effect has ameliorated, but we're all still feeling a bit off. I worry that we've been intoxicated by something other than ethanol. God knows what might be growing in a bottle of old muck like that. I'm worried about fungal growth like those toxic ones that grew in rye once upon a time. Probably nothing. But we should go to the sick bay and get tested, just to be on the safe side.
Over there, and now all's gone to hell on fire.
Let's have no strife.